2.6 is looking at number patterns. And really, it's pretty easy. It's easy to catch on to. You just have to be careful of a few things that you don't let those mess you up. So what we're going to be looking at is they're going to give us a rule and a first term. Now, all that a first term means is the number we start with. And the rule is just what pattern you'll apply. So for example, they might say your rule is to add 2. And the first term is 5. And usually they'll say write the next 5 or the next 12 numbers. So it might be even helpful if it tells you exactly how many to write out to draw those lines. So let's say that it says to write the next 12 numbers in the pattern. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now my first term is 5. So I can make 5 my first term. So I need to add 2, so 5 plus 2 is 7. I could even draw that to help me. 7 plus 2 is 9. 9 plus 2 is 11. 11 plus 2 is 13. 13 plus 2 is 15. 17, 19, 21, 23, 25, 27. Sometimes they'll ask you to analyze the pattern. What do you notice? And we could say, well, it goes odd, 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 odd. I notice that all the time. Every number is odd. Sometimes it will go odd, even, odd, even, odd, even. Or it will go even, even, odd, odd, even, even, odd, odd. So just looking for some of those little patterns. Nothing really too tricky. The one other big thing to remember with this is that sometimes we'll have a rule that say our first term is 11 and the rule is to add 3, subtract 1. Let's say it tells us to write the 5 numbers. So I'm going to start with 11. Now what I want to do here, these are 2 separate rules. I'm not in the same step adding and subtracting because that'd really just be like adding 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 3 here, then on my next step subtract 1, then add 3, then subtract 1. If they wanted us to add 3 and subtract 1 in the same step, they would tell us that simplified version, which is add 2. So 11 plus 3 is 14. 14 minus 1 is 13. 13 plus 3 is 16. 16 minus 1 is 15. So if we are moving too fast, which we can do because this just seems so easy, is we'll just say, oh, I'll go 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, and you'll see we get totally different numbers. So we just need to make sure that we're slowing down and reading for those rules, especially as we get into some of those story problems.